Hi everyone, so today you are learning about how to thread a sewing machine. So first of all, this bit here is where your thread is stored when you are using the sewing machine. We need to pay particular attention to these arrows and numbers that you might see on the sewing machine here, and there's also a couple down here as well, and I'll show you that from a different angle shortly. So first of all, put your thread on top there, and you should have a bit here like this. At this point here, the thread goes around the back of there and down here, following this number 1. Goes right down to this point. Then from this angle, you should be able to see that this, it's got a 2 here, so it goes around this point and up, all the way up here. Now, after it's come up from number 2, it goes all the way up here and around this side of this metal part here. Occasionally this metal part can hide here, and if it's doing that, there's the handle on the side which controls it. So if you see there, sometimes you can see that it disappears slightly. You will just need to make sure that's it's in its upper position there. So it goes around there and like that. Now, in this position that it's currently in, it needs to be pulled ever so slightly, give it a little tug to get it in the little hole that's there. So if I show you the little tug from this angle, so this little hole is where it needs to be, so just give it a tug until it gets to that position. So from this point, the thread is then going down here till it reaches the 4. So you should be able to see the 4 is here. If you look very, very closely, you should be able to see that here you've got the needle. You've also got a little catch here as well. What should happen is this bit of thread should go around that little catch, like that, and this should then be threaded through the needle. To make sure it's really easy to thread, snip the end of your thread. And with this, effectively, just make sure that it's really nice cut, so it hasn't got any fraying parts on it. When you're threading the needle, hold it about this much from the end, so a couple of millimeters. If you hold it like this, it's going to be absolutely impossible for you to thread. So hold it a couple of millimeters from the end and thread it neatly from the front to the back. Push your finger to the side and just pull that through like that. This bit here should then be able to just tuck underneath. You've also got this bit. Ignore that one for the minute until we get to threading the bobbin.